Hi, I'm Dennis Gage. Thanks for tuning into My Classic Car, home of the certified car nut. Well, this week I'm just outside Malvern, Pennsylvania for the Radnor Hunt Concours d'Elegance. Only 100 cars are invited to this exclusive event, and it's held on the grounds of the oldest operating hunt club in the United States. The setting is gorgeous, and the cars are absolutely beyond belief. Everything from brass air, race cars, sports cars, coach-built cars. You just have to see it to believe it. Well, Michael, you're sort of the founder of this, aren't you?
Yes, it was my idea. It started 10 years ago. This is our 10th anniversary. I've been a longtime member here at Radnor Hunt, and I ended up on the future planning committee. And we were looking for an idea that didn't involve fox hunting. And as you know, Radnor is one of the oldest continuous fox hunts in the country. So they prevailed on me to come up with a new idea, and I thought, sitting on this patio and looking over these rolling hills, I always envisioned some great collector cars here.
Well, and I tell you, not everybody can put cars on terraces like you do here. It's like they're on shelves.
Exactly.
I love that.
It's our own personal collection on shelves, exactly.
Now, you also have some charitable underpinnings, is that right?
Yes, our charities are the Willistown Conservation Trust, which preserves open spaces, and you can see why we're in favor of that, and it keeps this country open. They've preserved 6,000 acres contiguous to Radnor Hunt, and also the Thorncroft Equestrian Center for therapeutic riding for handicapped children and adults as well.
So you're actually, as I'm looking at license plates and placards here, you're drawing cars from quite a distance.
We are. We have cars from Puerto Rico, we have cars from California, all over the Midwest, New England, the South. We've got cars from all over.
But it's just 100 cars, and it's a
just
select
100
100,
cars,
right?
And it's select 100 cars, and we feel that for the cars to get the proper exposure in a 5-hour day, 100 cars is really a lot to look at.
And you and your crew here is doing fantastic work too.
Well, thank you.
This is a top-notch event,
and
I hope you heal up.
I will. I'll be back on a horse in a couple of days.
The presence of Porsche at the Radnor Hunt Concours was incredible, so I had to get the inside scoop on their involvement.
What do you think of today's event?
I'm thrilled with it. You know, as a sponsor, I couldn't be more enthusiastic about what I see here, the crowd we've got to come, and some of the cars that are brought to this event.
This is a perfect matchup.
It really is. When you take a look at some of the heritage that Porsche has in performance racing, as well as our street vehicles and the people that enjoy those, many of them own historical Porsches as well as their current model Porsches. So it's a perfect opportunity for us to stick our hands in the middle of that type of a venue. I think that it's going to continue to get better, and I think it's going to be a nice venue for us in the future as we go forward.
Welcome back to My Classic Car.
Well, Matt, there's a lot of Porsches here today, but this one sort of caught my eye. It might have been the color, I don't know. But it's gorgeous. This is a 96?
Yes, that's right. It's a 1996 911 GT1. It's one of only 12 race cars made by Porsche. And they made 18 street cars in addition to this.
Incredible car, and it looks like, I mean, there's carbon fiber everywhere. Even the windshield frame is carbon fiber.
That's correct.
Yeah,
right? The only steel you're going to find in this car is what the tub itself is made out of. Everything else is carbon fiber. The wing, top, doors, everything.
Yeah, the entire wing is carbon fiber.
Mm-hmm.
So
correct.
I mean, it's really there's a little bit of 911 DNA in there for homologation.
That's
and the
correct.
rest of it, it's a purpose-built race car.
That is correct, Dennis. Yes.
And where did it race?
It raced in 1997 in the Exxon Supreme GTS1 series, 4 wins in a row, and won the championship.
Ooh. Well, can you open up so I
Sure,
can see the cockpit?
absolutely.
Oh yeah, certainly all this. Even the door skins are carbon fiber.
Yep, actually the whole door is carbon fiber, and like I said, you can see that the tub itself is steel.
Yeah.
But everything else is carbon fiber. Car weighs about 2,800 pounds.
With what kind of horsepower?
They rated it at 650, but we've seen as high as 776.
So they were lowballing it, huh?
Just a little bit.
Oh, it is absolutely beautiful, and what a great addition to this Concours. What do you think of the Radnor Hunt?
It's outstanding, outstanding. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better day or a better facility or better people.
All around, I'd have to agree with you. The venue is just stunning, and this is a beautiful addition. Matt,
well, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Dennis. All right, thank you.
Welcome back to My Classic Car.
Well, Jerry, just to show that there's American iron at this show, here's a big chunk of American iron. This is a 65 Chrysler
Imperial, but it is part Italian also. It's been shipped to Italy, and it's been stretched in Italy and then shipped back to America, as 10 of these were, but we believe this is the last one of those 10 made.
My goodness. So it was, what did it start out as?
Started out as a 65 sedan. It would have
Okay.
been just a regular Imperial sedan on, believe it or not, a convertible chassis, because that has the X member in it.
Yeah.
And then the car would have been shipped over in body in white, which is a full white body, shipped over to Italy, and they rebodied the car. Famous people own these. These were not just for the regular person that were getting these cars.
Who was this one made for?
This one was made especially for the Shah of Iran.
Wow. So did it live over
Okay.
in Iran?
No, they brought this back to New York, and this car served purpose in the Iranian embassy in New York.
Ah. Well, this would definitely be a cool car to go cruising around in. And what an inviting looking interior. This rear compartment is stunning. What is that carpeting?
Dennis, this is sheepskin mouton carpet. It's all out of a sheepskin, about an inch thick, probably 4 hides to do this carpet inside here.
The way the jump seats are molded in, when they're up, it's just, it's so nice with the wood across there, the chrome handles, and then when they're down, again, everything is just, it works.
Right, I believe they call this Claro Walnut.
Now, rear-facing seats, was that common then? And
No, and that's why this car is the last one Ghia made, and it's actually 5 inches longer than the other 9 of that year. And the Shah had asked for rear-facing jump seats, something different than all the rest of them.
Wow. But I think you're right. As I look at this front seat, that doesn't look very comfortable. In fact, it's not even as comfortable as a stock Imperial would be. This looks really stiff.
Much shorter. Leg room is not in the front seat, and I'm a fairly tall guy. After 2 hours, you're uncomfortable driving this car, all right?
So what powers this baby?
This is a 413 Police Interceptor motor, a larger, more powerful upgrade to the 413 in 1965.
Can we look at it?
Sure, absolutely.
Hood release inside.
If you notice, the engine compartment is white on this model. On all these Ghias, they would be white because the car was shipped to Italy completely white, called body in white. Then they would stretch the car, do all their work, and paint the car just by taping off the engine compartment.
So this is the Police Interceptor version, right?
Yes. Upgrade electronically, bigger alternator on it.
How does it drive?
It drives magnificently. Over a 7,000-pound car. We've driven this car on 1,000-mile trips, and it's just handled it beautiful.
Close it up.
65, 70, you could go right down the highway.
Just and you want to be in back, right?
That's where you're fighting. You want to be in back.
I want to be in back. And this is one of the few cars I would actually say that, but I do. I want to be in back. This is American iron.
Thank you very much, Dennis.
Jerry, great car.
Pleasure.
Well, David, this has got to be one of the most elegant cars here. Flamboyant is what I believe the designer
Yes, sir.
is known
I would
for,
say,
right? Flamboyant.
I would say flamboyant is
So it's a 1938 Talbot-Lago
Dirac.
And so it was built in,
Well, it was built in France.
yes.
It was it's a Talbot-Lago chassis, Fagoni-Falaschi coachwork. The original owner was a Portuguese count.
Well, so much of the trim in here is just, I mean, the wood, the carving is stunning. And there's
Typical Fagoni-Falaschi Art Deco styling.
Yeah.
All the woodwork that you see in here is all the original pieces, all except for the one small piece in the center,
which has that same deco fan carving. So you had to recreate that
Yes,
one.
we had to recreate that.
That was fun. Well, now what powers this?
This has got a straight inline 6-cylinder engine.
Let's have a look at it.
4 liters is capacity. About 180 horsepower, multiple Zenith Stromberg carburetors.
Wow. And that's a straight 6 engine. Did you tell me that was a
It's got it has a Hemi.
It's got a Hemi in it?
It has a Hemi in it.
You're a Mopar guy too, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Now, do you get the chance to run it every once in a while? I mean, it's obviously a museum quality restoration here, but
Oh yes, I've probably driven this car over 100 miles just working the bugs out of it. You know, with the Wilson Pre-Select gearbox.
do you get looks when you drive this? I mean, do you?
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
We have our method of road testing this car. One of the guys in the shop will drive in front of me,
And one
will drive
behind
behind me.
Well, it's a beautiful car, and again, probably the most flamboyant car here I'm so glad you brought it up.
Appreciate it.
Thanks,
Thank you.
David. It is a gorgeous car.
Thanks.
Welcome back to My Classic Car.
You know, Paul, this may actually be a difficult interview to do because this car attracts so much attention. People are just swarming around it. But we're going to do it anyway because I love this. This is a 31 DuPont, right?
Yes.
Again, I've never seen one of these. Absolutely a stunning car. You're the caretaker of it. Who actually is the owner?
Mr. Regal from Wilmington, Delaware is the owner.
He's a lucky man, and you're a lucky man to be taking care of it. Now, where were these built?
They were built mostly in Wilmington, Delaware. They did build a few in Pennsylvania. This particular car was built in the Indian Motorcycle Factory.
Oh, really? So in Springfield, Mass?
Yes.
So why was it built there?
E. Paul, who was the builder of the company owner, bought Indian Motorcycle Company.
Oh, at that time.
This particular car was built there. It was the last one they built.
Wow. Now this would be considered a dual cowl phaeton, right?
Yes.
Because when the top's down, everybody's got a windshield. You can bring this windshield up, and this cowl comes down over you and protects you. And so everybody was riding in style.
Yeah.
Wow. And a fairly straightforward interior, but just the black and silver is nice contrast. Even chrome pedals, and I like those little those drawers on either side.
They're just actually flip open glove boxes.
This thing looks like it's lightning fast. It looks like speed sitting still. Does it have some romping, stomping engine in it that powers it down the road, or?
Nah, there's a Continental straight 8.
Well, let's open it up. I want to see that.
All right.
Wow, very nice. Now, the Continental engine, would be what was in all DuPonts?
Pretty much most of them. They did use a 6-cylinder early on into the Lycomia.
So you had this at Pebble, is that right?
Yes.
How did it do?
And we won first in our class, and we won the most elegant open touring car award, which is considered second place.
Wow.
That was very nice.
Well, close her up. That's pretty darn good. Well, I tell you, it's an absolutely stunning car, and they couldn't have made many of these.
They made like 547 cars total. There's
And one
only
of them-
30 known to exist.
One of 30 is here today. Wow. Paul, beautiful car.
Thank you.
Take good care of it, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Jim, I love Jaguars, and I love D-Type Jaguars. This is a beauty. What, 1955?
1955, yeah. D515 is its number.
And how long have you had this baby?
I've had it almost 2 years.
Oh boy, fun car. Now it's also, they came in all sorts of iterations. This one looks a little stubby.
Well, this is called the short nose D-type. They made long nose Ds as well.
Now, there's no roll bar in this car?
There's a roll bar built in behind the seat there that it was not an original equipment item. It came, somebody that raced it put it in.
And wanted to
live.
Hey, you guys pretty wise, actually, when you get down to it. Now, they didn't make many of these either. And they made them specifically for race, right?
For racing, they went after the Ferraris with them, and they won Le Mans 3 years in a row after they came out with them.
I would call that going after Ferrari in a big way.
You got it.
Well, I love the engines in these. Can we open the bonnet? It's a two-man job.
You bet.
I'll go to the other side.
Okay.
But just unbuckle and raise the handle, right?
You got it.
Ready?
Yep.
Oh, there it is. I mean, that's the workhorse Jag engine for years and years and years.
Right.
That's a 3.8, right?
3.8, yeah.
Now this looks like it's pretty original. I mean, it doesn't look like it's ever been wrecked.
Well,
I see a lot of numbers.
Yeah, all the body parts are numbered on this car. As far as we know, every part on here is original car. It wasn't raced a whole lot. It had some history in the UK.
And quite an addition, a nice addition to the 100 cars here at Radnor Hunt. I mean, I think this is a wonderful show.
Well, we're glad to be a part of it. I'm having a really good time. One of the best car shows I've ever been to.
Yeah, and you got one of the best cars in it, man.
Oh, great.
Beauty,
Thanks,
Jim.
Dennis.
D-Type Jag. Oh man, only 100 cars, but I am walked out. The Radnor Hunt Concours d'Elegance is unbelievable. Fabulous cars, a truly unique setting, and all for a great cause. If that's not a hat trick, I don't know what is.